what I suppose would you like to see the government doing in this budget for farmers?
Oh, well, there's an extension on the slurry scheme. Wanted this year because it's such a wet year on the job, and
And I suppose with regards then, like, payments even for the suckler sector, I suppose, is it well enough supported, or do you think there needs to be?
Suckler cow need more. I was in Sucklers and I gave up because they were too expensive to keep. You want to be getting a little bit of help along with it to rear one calf. Just mind a calf for 9 months, and you need a bit of support with her.
And do you think there was more support from the government in the past for the suckler sector?
Well, it was better price for the suckler calf, and it was better, what do you call it? You could rear a second calf on her, and the cow was making some money years ago, but inputs were a bit cheaper. Now inputs have gone too dear, manure, feed, everything has gone too dear. When they were a bit cheaper, you could rear a suckler cow and suckler calf. Well, I could anyway then, but it's too expensive now.
How has the year been for your farming system?
Tough. 2 tough years in a row.
Why is that?
Costs are still very high. Price of grain not so great. Weather middling, and yeah, it's just 2 tough years in a row.
And we're seeing that the government are obviously trying to encourage more farmers to put more ground into tillage. But do you think they're putting their money where their mouth is with financial supports and encouragement?
Absolutely not. They're doing nothing to give a direct compensation to plough up lay. It doesn't make sense to plough up lay when you're not going to make a decent return from a tillage crop in the first place.
And how could, I suppose, farmers be incentivised by the government to maybe put more ground into tillage and things like that?
Come up with a decent compensation package to plough up lay. You're looking at minimum of €500 per hectare, and then we'll think about it.
Do you think the suckler sector was better looked after maybe by government in the past than it is now?
It's getting worse every day.
Why is that?
Harder to make it, harder and harder.
And is there enough, I suppose, supports there for environmental commitments and that for suckler farmers?
Hardly enough, no. You could do it more, but it's hard to get. There's no one giving it,
And is it the cost of production that has really?
That's everything. Everything is spiraled, fertiliser, meal, everything. Even your waste straw there, bedding, whatever. Everything has gone up.
And I suppose maybe payments and incomes aren't keeping track with that.
A certain amount, but not enough.
And do you think, how could the government, tackle that, or what could they do in the budget to try and help farmers out a bit better?
But sure, I suppose more of a payment and that's it, But sure, they're talking and they're going to give you another 100, and sure, there's nothing stirring, there's nothing coming up, it's not coming, I don't know.
What was the biggest challenge this year that?
The grass wouldn't grow. The weather wasn't too bad. This grass wouldn't grow, whatever the hell's going on, It's a big stop within the grasses, No try.
And obviously the budget's coming up now, and there's obviously a lot of talk that there'll be more money for various different sectors. I suppose, how does farming need to be looked after, do you think?
That's all because of the elections going. That's what raises the opportunity. It needs to be looked after. Sure, we'll let it be looked after, We're not going to go away, so they know that. So they don't have to do too much.
And is there enough support payments, do you think, for environmental measures that farmers are having to take?
I'd say that's not too bad, as I said, it's just there's too many measures you have to take, where does that stop or start, We've been done for pollution every crossroads, and the county council can include every sea in the world, So, where does it stop or start,
And then what about, I suppose, the sucklers and the sheep sector then, I suppose, is there opportunity there where there could be more support payments given to farmers?
Probably so, but you can only get so much support, It has to stand on its own 2 feet sometime, It has to throw money out, It has to do its own thing, That's why you have to.
Is there any talk, I suppose, with farmers about what the budget and what's coming up in the budget, and I suppose supports for farming in general, or what is the general consensus around Tullow Mart?
Well, the general consensus is there that the government needs to look back to agriculture. They seem to have forgot it and walked away from it a little bit, and that disappoints me because always, and as long as I'm in the agricultural industry here for the last 20 odd years now, it's proven time and time again we're the backbone of the country, and if they put that money into agriculture, it's sure to be spent back into local business again here. So I do hope now that the Minister for Agriculture has listened to what the farmers have been saying to them. They have made their voice very clear to them now at this stage, so it's important now that the budget stands by them.